New York City is about to pick a new mayor. Now, that's always a big deal. But it is bigger this time, though, because of all of the issues front and center in our national politics. And bigger this time because of this possibility. Imagine if the city that launched Donald Trump picks a mayor who is very, very different. Young, an immigrant, a socialist, a Muslim. Someone who says Trump is just wrong on just about everything.
We will not flinch. We will triumph over the oligarchs.
The president insults Mamdani any chance he gets, and he is warning New York City voters that a Mamdani win could cost the city billions in federal aid.
The Mamdani thing is it's a disaster waiting to happen.
But let's not put the cart or the carriage in front of the horse. Early voting is underway. The election is Tuesday. Also on the ballot, independent Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa. Cuomo, you probably remember, resigned as governor. He's running as an independent for mayor now because he lost to Mamdani in the Democratic primary.
There's no reason to believe you have any merit or qualification for 8.5 million lives.
Sliwa is a familiar face here in New York, known for his signature red beret. 45 years ago, he founded the community anti-crime group, the Guardian Angels.
Cuomo, the architect of no cash bail. Zoran, the apprentice of no cash bail.
But Mamdani, currently a state assemblyman representing a slice of Queens, is the clear frontrunner. Yes, New York is an overwhelmingly Democratic city, but its politics are complicated and fascinating. Nearly 9 million people spread across 5 distinct boroughs. This is Brooklyn. It tends to lean left and be a little bit younger. Mamdani won big in Brooklyn in the primary and needs another strong showing here in the general election. Then there's Queens. It's the most diverse of the boroughs, which means its politics are complicated. Cuomo was born there. Mamdani lives there now. Manhattan is the most educated of the boroughs and the most affluent. The Bronx is the poorest, majority Latino. Cuomo won the Bronx in the primary and needs another strong blue-collar boost there if he is to have any chance in the general election. And finally, Staten Island, the smallest of the boroughs, majority white and a Donald Trump stronghold. This wrinkle in the race is simply delicious. I've been at this a long time. The name Cuomo, well, that's essentially a curse word among New York Republicans, and yet he cannot win, most likely cannot win, unless a lot of those Republicans, a lot of Trump voters, hold their noses and pick Cuomo over Sliwa. Because the stakes are so high, we decided to visit all 5 boroughs in the campaign's final days. We found Mamdani supporters energized, excited, organized. They want a fresh face and new ideas. But everywhere we visited, we also found some doubts. Is he too young? Is he too liberal? Is he too inexperienced?
I think the change is largely a willingness to speak truth to power.
What's going to happen to crime again under this guy?
All of my friends are for Zoran, pretty much.
At the end of the end, you want experience, you know? You need experience, and that will come.
Mamdani won a surprise victory in the primary by stressing affordability issues. If elected, he promises to freeze rents, to open city-run grocery stores, and to make the buses free. Cuomo says the legislature will never pass the taxes Mamdani needs to pay for all that. Another flashpoint, Mamdani is fiercely critical of Israel, especially its military campaign in Gaza. Cuomo calls him soft on Hamas.
I have denounced Hamas again and again, and it will never be enough for Andrew Cuomo.
Even before the votes are counted, some big debates about what comes next, some of them in public and some of them private. A Mamdani win would bring him global attention. And that makes some Democrats nervous. They worry Trump and Republicans might be successful in painting the entire party as socialist, heading into next year's critical midterm elections. And a showdown with Trump seems inevitable. This is Mamdani's neighborhood in Queens. It is a beacon of diversity. But that diversity also has a flip side. America's largest city also has its largest population of the undocumented. A likely flashpoint with Donald Trump if the city that made Trump famous now picks as its mayor a young immigrant.